So hiking the property line on this northern wall. So I think this would be the second home site that we could have the flexibility of splitting down the road and selling if we wanted. You can see that way where it darkens is the pine tree forest right through there, and the farm road would be that way as well. So there's a pretty good distance, probably 25, 30 yards from this tree line in front of me to the pines, so pretty good distance. But this is right up against the line on this side though, so probably from where they would have to put a home, it would be closer than that, but not definitely doable. There's the creek. Very slow moving. Probably 3.5 feet wide on average from what I can see right here. And so you can see it kind of goes that way, and that's the property line. So it looks like the creek actually cuts into the back corner of the lot on the northeast corner. See, the property line continues. And I assume this is the corner, the northeast corner of the lot. And you can see that easement driveway through the trees. Good ways away though. Alright, now let's follow this line. See if it meets up with that farm road and creek again like we think. Looks like the creek widens here. It's probably about 5-6 feet wide here. Doesn't appear to be moving, even though it is very, very slowly. So it's more of a drainage type situation than a creek. I'm thinking that's the farm road as well, right where you see that lighter green there. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but right through that tree line, I think, is the farm road that we were walking earlier that goes around the bottom third of the lot. So I could walk through there, but I'm gonna keep following this line and see what it looks like. Okay, and then actually looks like the property line is on the left side of the creek. You can see it here as well as up ahead. There's the line, and then it's hard to tell, but right there you can see the water. So it looks like the entire ditch slash creek is within this lot. Actually crosses over a few feet across the way. So what I'm looking at now is that line, like I was just saying, how it's on the left side of the ditch, at least down this far. But this is a lot that's also for sale. So a home could be put back in there a ways. I mean, it could be butted up against this, but it's a big lot. It's like 5.7 acres of everything you're looking at, with kind of a flagpole line of property that leads to the main road through there, kind of following the creek. So they would drive up right through there to their home site up here. But as you can see, just really great privacy no matter what anyone does. Very well insulated lot. So this is dangerous. It's either a beaver home or a trap for humans to get wet. And I'm not gonna test it. I think I see a spot. It's a little less wide. So yeah, everything on the right is the lot we explored earlier, and you can see the farm road just right beyond those little bushes and saplings. So and got a scoot down here. You can see the water is moving. We have not had rain for a couple days. Can't remember when, but just some residual drainage and movement. Okay. Now the problem is cutting through some very thick stuff. have to go for it. We're back at the farm road that we hiked earlier. And right up there where that other stake is the southeast corner of the lot. So it actually looks like right there, the property line crosses over to this side of the creek. You see that tree is on this side. So at some point right there it crosses and then follows the creek edge on this side of the creek and meets up with the corner here. This corner lot heading up that farm road to the right is another home site. But as shown before, this cuts in this way. This isn't a 90-degree type situation. It's cuts into that way and gets wider and wider into the pine tree forest that direction, and then narrows to this point here at the southeast corner. Are you gonna run? Error, error. Ball, 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 error. He does look like a little gnome, a little garden gnome.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
What, sweetie? There he is. Woo!
You having fun, buddy?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Mama, Dada.
What, buddy? Are you exploring? Is that a tree? Is that a tree? What's that? What?
Oh, do you hear the plane? Do you hear the plane?
Hear the plane? All right, now exploring the southwest corner. The garbage area is right through the tree line there, and then this is the farm trail going towards the southwest corner. And so a lot of insulative pine trees on this corner before the home site. And here is the corner. Excuse me, not the corner, but the line. It goes at that angle back to the other corner with the creek. So it's just a kind of triangular chunk of this pine section on the south. And it's tough to see. It looks like it continues that direction. Yeah, this is the southwest, well, the south edge. And then it continues right over the rubble and trash, it looks like, there. So I'm gonna go look at that now. bunch of metal roofing sheets or siding. There's the line there. And it butts up to this folks' house here. And they've got it fenced. See a cat there. So it follows back there to the pines and then cuts through and goes about to where that fence post is, if not exactly where that fence post is, and then begins to cut over to that one, and then to that one there, and then cuts into the field back to that light pole where there's the easement driveway. Okay, so this looks like a big pile of more metal. So pretty, probably somewhat extensive pile of junk. Maybe not, maybe it's just a little knoll there, I don't know. You can see it. Probably from that gentleman right over there. Who knows? So I think this is now the other edge. So this would be the corner then. The complete southwest corner of the lot right here that meets up with this property. As you can see, great amount of privacy. And then it would follow this line right to the light pole, or close to the light pole, and then juts out just a tiny bit once you get closer to the light pole. And you can kind of, I don't know if you can see them on camera. That's all just the orange highlights of those flags all the way to the northwest corner, and then it juts out kind of a bird's beak to that light pole right there. And then I think that's the easement. Waiting to confirm that. Some cinder blocks, an old refrigerator, mainly metal, and I believe I saw some concrete, and it continues all throughout. So it's all the way back in there, probably all through here as well. So probably a bigger job than it looks like. Could be some iceberg type situation where you only see the top 10%, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And so that's what looks like concrete. Big old pile of concrete, and it's much bigger than it looks like on camera. And that slab there is probably 6 feet long, all the way to this other side here. Yep. Definitely a job to clear all that out. And yeah, and then this would be the theoretical entry to the lot, with the easement along the tree line there, wrapping around, coming right to where Rachel and Eric are, cutting right through here, and then as you can see, that's the Forest Road intersections where a lot of our work is already done, depending on which direction we need to go from there. All right, make our way out. Let's make like a baby and head out, buddy. Watch your step. Yippers. I told you before that time. You're just having fun. You're just having fun. Watch out for that mystery mud right there. I don't know what that is. All right, come on. Yeah, and you can see what I was talking about before. So it cuts through there, follows this line over. So all of this is a part of the lot. What's that crazy boy doing?
Whoa! Wipe out.
Continues here, and then I think this may actually be the peak right here. I think it might go from this point here over to that point there, and then from that point there to that point there, and that's kind of that bird's beak that we see at the northwest corner of the lot, with the intent of that granting us access, I think, to this road here. We're still waiting for that to be confirmed. It's either that or we somehow have to cut through one of these two empty fields with our driveway. Waiting on confirming which that is. I may have been mistaken, actually. I think the property line goes all the way to that one there, and the peak may be from that one to there, and from that one to there. Don't quite know. I think actually that's what's going on. Yeah, that's the bird's beak right there. So, which means the road would not be able to go right through here. It would for sure have to go into the wood line a hair and then into the clearing. So, beautiful day, beautiful sky. All right, Eric, you want to say bye-bye?